So I was cruising the depths with all my friends when Sajogo came around the corner, and I figured, why not have another friend? So I made her a puppet.
Draconia beats roguelikes.
Into swamp we go. Have a bunny yip on the screen. That's kind of the scariest thing here. Summon the swarm. We're expecting quite an easy time here with Summon Forest and all these other summons to fill the screen. Should be very easy. Currently training summonings up just a little bit further. There it is. And then I said I was going straight for, well, it's either spellcasting or it's straight into fire, earth, etc. for Hellfire Mortar. So we're going to get a little fire. We're going to take fire up to like 5, and we're going to take earth up to like 7. And that should be really, really quick. And then we'll go from there. 8% on summon horrible things at this point is just fine. By end game, we're going to be down in the 1% range, even without leveling summonings from here, probably. Curare tipped. That doesn't bother us at all. Oh, hello. Let you walk right up on me, didn't I? I think melee damage is the only thing we have to fear in this area, probably. There's Battle Sphere. I don't feel like we need it at this point. Probably not using any of that other stuff either. Would have used it earlier on. Absolutely. Dude, Battle Sphere with Dith and Spellclaw seems really, really good. Because then you're getting like up to 3 triggered attacks per 1 mana spent on a spell, right? If you were using that with like Summon Small Mammals or like Shock or Magic Dart or whatever, you would just be getting super mana efficient damage. There's C and Viz. That's absolutely worth hanging on to in case we need it. What can we get rid of? Don't need vulnerability at this point. I'm actually going to blind read this set of 3. Scroll poison. Okay, that's nice. So I must have 1 blink scroll at most right now in these unidentified ones, which is kind of lame. You'd really hope to have more than that by now. So I was thinking more about the role Dith is playing for me now. And thinking that probably I would feel better about it if my spell set wasn't so good. Right? But with all these like really high level summons, I don't need Dith's summon shadow ability. Like the extra damage and whatever is good, but like spamming the small mammals thing, which was kind of the thing I wanted to test. Like this guy here, this is the Dith summon. Okay. It does have double 32 damage with constriction. So maybe I'm underestimating it. Hell, it's better than a larger abomination. Okay, I'm just wrong. I was just going to say that it pales in comparison to this, but it's as good as a summon horrible things right now. Holy cow. And it has more HP. It has double the HP of a large abomination. So never mind. We want those. They're great. It's like continuously, I am impressed by how good Dith is. I was just going to say it kind of pales in comparison, and maybe it's just that I have so much damage on the board, I can't tell where it's coming from. And it's just like everything just dies so quickly. There are very few threats at this point. This is a weird little vault. How much damage do we have on a Sphinx anyway? Yeah, so Dith summons are hitting harder in melee than the Sphinx does, and the large abominations. Obviously, the Sphinx has some other perks. Okay, so I guess we want to also check when we get it how much damage the Shadow Prism is doing. How much damage does this do? 28 on my War Axe, which is just a +0 War Axe. So nothing to write home about. Uh-huh. Okay, so we're learning something critical here. This Shadow Puppet was summoned based on the small mammal, and it has 9 damage, which is why it wasn't feeling very strong. And when I get it based on probably summon horrible things or sphinxes, then it has a ton of damage and is really good. So it's based on, it doesn't say here. Oh yeah, it does. Strength of its attacks is in proportion to the power of the spell which summoned it. And they don't mean spell power, notably, because spell power on summon mammal is 100%, whereas it's only 40 with these other spells. So it's obviously not spell power or the power rating here. It's level, I guess. So that's actually a misnomer. The strength of its attacks increase in proportion with the power of the spell. They mean spell level, I expect. So that's very interesting. And that tells me right now that this small mammal is not the way to go. If we started off with this, like with the summoner starting book and had Dith early on, this would be amazing to spam this. But it also means the idea of some spamming level 1 spells of any kind is a bad one because likely they all scale in proportion to the spell level, all the different Dith summons and spells and so on. Which means Yara's is probably particularly good to spam. So you could run the like Spaminals plus Yara's to unravel your summons. That kind of strategy would work really well. But any of this low level stuff is vastly inferior to just casting your big summons. At which point, if Dith summons something off of the back of a Sphinx Sisters or summon horrible things, it's just yet another really good summon. Yeah, so this was the second one I summoned, and it came off of one of those other two. Probably the horrible things is my guess. Here's a new one. This one is definitely horrible things. So that's 32. When I get a chance, I'll make one pop from Sphinxes and see what that is. Can't get it to pop. No? Huh. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh, here it is. So this one was Sphinxes. It's still 32. Yeah, so we're done summoning the mammals. That's no longer the thing. And I guess we'll just put horrible things on our quick cast. Or Yaras. I guess that should be the thing. Because we're basically just looking for a Yara's target whenever it pops up. Wave of Frost. Should be relatively easy to find in the swamp, right? Identify. Brand weapon. Useless. Jorgen. Okay, stay away from the walls. He's going to die very quickly. Very distant archway. Okay. This is my forest still, right? Surely. So Shadow Shot is 2d13, and that's off of Alistair's, which is a level 5 spell. Tremor Stones, I kind of don't care about that. Melting Archway nearby, down here? Doesn't appear to be, so it must be up. Hmm, why can't I find it? Is it over here? Sure doesn't seem like it'd be over there. But also I have to fly to that? I do have flight ring, but let's find the thing first. Where am I not looking? Down here. Or down there. Here it is. By Shuzhen. Okay. Forest. And so on. More of these guys. Go get him. Easy. So now we'll go spellcasting to 17. And we'll check. Hellfire Mortar's at 52. Okay. Fenstrider Witch. Let's not get in melee with that, shall we? Okay, we made it. Shouldn't be expecting too much trouble here. I don't think. Right, okay. I'm out of mana. No trouble. Harm, fire resist, not interested. Go get him, boys. Okay. What else we got? Ooh, hello. Torment doesn't mean anything to me, but it can hurt my summons. And Bolt of Cold. I've only got one pip here. So I think we just summon all the stuff and go in. Of course. Did he die? Must have. Scale mail of cold resist, bunch of cold resist stuff. Don't need any of that. Yeah, I'm happy with one cold resist. Let's see, is there anywhere unexplored? Nah, not really. Pretty easy. Okay, we're gonna get blink this time. No, butterflies. Butterflies is okay. Pretty sure miasma does nothing to me as an undead. Oh, cool, I didn't have to fly here. Good deal. Right, okay, so here, this one was definitely summoned off of the Sphinxes, and its damage is a bit lower. So what that means specifically is the damage of it is proportional to the spell level that's cast. Get rid of brand weapons. So there's our digging wand, which we needed all the way back on like D3 or something. I know there was a spell book in there, but there was some other stuff. So I think we'll clear out Swamp 4 and then go for that. So, okay, this is scary. We do have Aralek. We have Silent Scrolls. Okay, first thing is that he gets slowed by my Sphinxes, which is great. And then, of course, that guy, I miscast this, and he starts abjuring my Sphinxes, which is terrible. And now I'm out of mana as well. So that's a bail. Unfortunate. Started off so well, too. Okay, it's down over here. So he shouldn't be wandering into this fight. Both our stairwells are here, too, so that's good. There he is up there. Wow, he wandered quite far, actually. Okay. I'm just going to get as far away from him as I can. And we'll summon Forest, since he's standing right beside it. And hope the Sphinxes, etc., can do something about him. Cool. I think Forest did it in the end. Nothing of any interest. So he's definitely the scariest thing we're going to see here, even if Learning pops around the corner. Scroll of Identify for a blink scroll. Sort of. The very last scroll we would have identified was blinking. How about that? Okay, here's the bolt. What are we going to get? Could very well be Lerny from the looks of it. Good position for Forest. This guy's not scary because we have Yara's, which counters him pretty hard. I'm taking more damage than I'd like, though. Let's see. Mara is in here, apparently. Where are you? Come around the corner. We'll just pull back. What is this? A Shadow Ghast. Okay. I'm just going to tank for my Dryad here. Wasn't really relevant, I guess. Ooh, is it an Abyss-based vault? Sure appears to be. Mara's going to be coming around the corner here any second. Oh, I can't cast. There we go. Spellcasting to 17. I think I'm going to get more fighting. We'll just take it up to 12 for the time being. And let's see about Hellfire Mortar is at 47. So let's go with Earth to 10. It's a +1. And then we'll have a look. Still waiting. There's Mara. I was just going to say, where'd they go? Okay. What else do we want to do? Forest would be nice, but I can't cast it here. And I'm not going to step into melee range. I'm in an awkward position, it turns out. There's one down. There's always more Maras, though. Dispel myself over there. Last thing we want is summon horrible things as enemies. Forest? Yep. There I am again. Let's just have a look. Yeah, oh, Yara's does count for Enkindle, but otherwise I've got nothing for Enkindling. I wonder if Hellfire Mortar counts since it's fire and earth. It might. There we go, got her. Him, her, not sure. What's hitting me? What just hit me? Did I not just take damage? Okay. Not often that you see an Abyss Vault in here, in my experience. Where is the ruin? In here? Yes. Cool. Pretty easy, really. Just a game of positioning. Book of Geomancy, another book. Sandblast Passwall. Ignition. Casting Ignition seems really good with Dith, but it's way off. However, Enkindle works with it. So if I now train Fire to get Hellfire Mortar online, and this gets down in a reasonable range with Enkindle, then I have something to do with my Enkindle, which seems good. For now, I'm just going to buy Hellfire Mortar. Still going to do that with Earth up to 10, but then we're going to start training Fire Magic up to, say, 8 afterwards. Okay, so then I want to go Battle Sphere, just because I know this D9. What else is in here? We've got some gold and a butterfly scroll. I think that's probably worth it. I only have 3 diggings, but we're going to do it anyway. Oh, yeah, and it was Bombard and Spellforge Servitor, which I can probably get online, just about, with Bombard, if I want it. Probably don't, but it is a thing we could do. All right, what's next? We're going to wait to get Hellfire Mortar online before we go Slime, so let's go Vaults. What's our shield? We're still using a buckler. Would really like to find a nice kite shield, but I'm not stoked about just a plain +0 kite shield at the same time. That seems fine. Yeah, Yara's spam seems pretty good. Scarf of Resistance. Beautiful. So we can drop that, pick this up. Huge. Now look at the resists. It's amazing. Marked. I wasn't playing very carefully with my positioning there. Okay, so now we're going to Fire Magic. Just totally ignoring that we were marked there. Oh, more of these, I guess. I've got the walking meat grinder going on here. My most pressed button at this point is going to be period. Wait a turn. While everything just dies. Excuse me, coming through. Okay, there's Vaults 1. Let's have a look at Mortar. Mortar is basically online. I'd cast it at 28. No problem. We only have one spell level now. Ignition's coming. Okay, carrying on. There's a mark. Not optimal, but fire magic up to 8. I think we ought to just keep going. Let's go 11. As long as nothing comes out of the door behind us, then we don't have anything to worry about with that mark. It's actually good with this build. Hey, there's a +2 shield. It's at least better than my +0. With this build, just pulling them into a strong fortified position is fine. Oh, that was kind of a big hit from just opening the door. All good. Oh, and confused? Wow, that was a terrible turn. I opened that door and stepped right here. At the same time, I get confused and the Vault Warden locks the door. Curing. D. Just double spawn that. Cool. Open the door. Let my guys in. Lots of basic orcs in here. Just spam Yaras on them. That didn't go how I wanted it to. Let's try again. Now they have to filter one at a time through that doorway, and we just chew them up. Let's try Hellfire Mortar. Get them to funnel in there. Take the hits for me. There's a Gravitambrine. Hopefully I can get in there without using Dig. Yep, looks like it. Platinum Paragon. We'll come back to this. Robe of Fire Resist we don't need. Ignite Poison. As usual. Always good XP in vaults. It's one of the reasons I like it. Okay. Let's get fighting up even more. Like 15 should be pretty quick with a +1 aptitude. I think that's what I want. 16% on Hellfire, that's fine. Everything else looking beautiful. You know, I had MCC as well. This is down at 10% within Kindle. So I'm thinking, oh, I do have to learn it to be able to cast it, of course. But this is worth learning without training anymore. Because if I only want to use it when I'm using a memory, then that's fine. But is it worth the spell slots? I mean, when am I going to use it actually? Probably against the Royal Jelly. But what I have already is fine for Royal Jelly, so I don't really need it. I'm liking MCC better, I think. So let's see, that's conductivity. C, it's at 100%. What would it take to get that on? -2 aptitude, it's pretty hard. Pretty hard. I think it'd be better to just focus on Hellfire Mortar and get fighting and shields up higher, probably. MCC is nice, but it's not necessary. It's definitely win more on a character like this. I'm getting tired of coming around the corner or through doorways and seeing a pack of Yaktors. It's not my idea of a good time. Ooh, there's a banisher. Chance of banishing is 40%. That's pretty high. That said, this character could easily take Abyss. Hat of willpower? Meh, I've got intelligence. I could, though. I mean, I could flip that on. Actually, the willpower over the pip of fire might be good on the rings. Because I've already got one pip of fire for right now. I think that's the way to go. And then we'll pick up the hat of willpower too. Certainly don't need 2 protection of fire rings. What's this? What's with the statues? It's like a Gozag arena. Nothing I want there. Interesting vault here. Huh. Where'd they get out? How'd they come fight me? The door was shut. Oh, I bet the vault warden closed the door. Um, let's see. I just have basic boots, don't I? Yeah, plus 0 boots. Let's see what these boots are. Can't be worse, right? They totally can. Boots of flying. Yes, please. So that means I can drop my ring of flying. Can I enchant these boots of flying? You bet I can. Nice. That's worth. Now let's see. If I put on this kite shield, that's almost feasible. If I train shields up to like 10, this would be doable. So we're going to go fighting. to 14, and then shields to 10. And then we'll upgrade our shielding. Game's pretty cruisy when you have this level of summoning skills online. There's a Lich. Got to keep an eye out for this. Yara's is really good against Liches, though. Yay, more Yaktars. So much fun. I'm still yet to use any of Dith's abilities. Couple Arbalest, Handgun of Freezing. 38 on Primordial Nightfall. I could see myself using this in somewhere like Zod to sneak away. I could also see getting more evocables to get that online. So that's probably a thing that I'm looking at doing. This is at 6 already. So okay, that's Vaults 3. Sorry if you can hear that airplane flying overhead. What's this going to be? We already saw Mara. Distortion branded Hell Knight? Yeah, nothing special. Hello. I just open the doorways and you guys kill them. All right, Sword of Distortion. Summoning all the things. Cool. Word of Recall can be dispelled. Forgot to do it there. That was a mistake. This is a blink, right? Just playing a little fast. Phantom Mirror. What else we got? Fear, teleportation. I don't know. I don't think mirror is really necessary, to be honest with you. I like what I've got better. My summons are better than whatever that will be with my low evocations. I'm not going to waste my money on it. Shields to 10. So fire's up at 11. Let's take, yeah, it's half the price. Look at this, almost half the price to level Earth Magic. We'll go 12 on that, and we'll get Hellfire Mortar very much more online. And this Kite Shield worsens that to 28. So I got to do something about this as well. But if we get Earth Magic up, that's a good start for Hellfire Mortar. Sentinel's Mark. Do I care? Not at the moment. I'm sitting on an upstairs, so this seems fine. There's Jory. That could be an issue. I'm mesmerized. I can't move away from Jory. Okay. I can move Jory away from me. I'm now confused as well. Okay. Curing. Oh, Jory, why you being so mean to me? Wanted to light for the kill? Now the Vault Warden has blocked my exit. That's fine. Just waiting to get Sphinxes online. As soon as we kill him, we can exit. And we will. That was fine. Still had memories online as well. So I forgot Jory could mesmerize because usually I have Ash when I see Jory and can't be mesmerized. There's a little more int. Jory didn't have anything of interest. No loot anywhere. What was that, lightning? Okay. So probably we need a bit more summoning then, right? Spellcasting costs the same as summoning. Shields is cheaper, and that's the main deficit that I have right now, but it's also not as effective as just getting another level in summoning, I think. So we'll go to 18. Hellfire Mortar's at 11. So actually, It's not, 21's okay. 21 is castable. Actually, this takes it to 10, so getting another level and summoning here is going to be huge. I think I'm going to be patient. Ooh, that's a scary room, isn't it? I think I just keep pulling back. We probably win that fight there too. But if I can just get Forest online, it's going to make it way easier. Um, yeah, worth it. Polar vortex. Debatably not worth it. Also, the Zot trap didn't go away, so not worth, probably. There's clearly stuff back there, though. See if I can blink to the other side of it. Yeah, not worth really. I gotta blink back. There we go. Okay, so that was Vault 4. Let's see. 9 and 8 here. That's fine. Hellfire Mortar at 21 is actually fine too, so we're just gonna go for it. And so shields at 11. 16 AC could be considered a bit low. I'm going to enchant the shield though, get a bit more armor there. Up to 13, so that's pretty good. These are all fine. I don't need see invisible, do I? Oh yeah, I still do. It's the willpower that I'm debating. Resistances look fine though. So Elf can be a little scary without 3 pips of willpower because of the banishing. So I'm probably thinking depths to level more, and then just go slime and then win the game. Undead is also pretty good in crypts with all my resistances, so we could do that instead of elf. That'd be fine. Are we going for anything here with spell levels? Not particularly. Okay. Well, let's see what depth says for us. Back at it here in the depths. Just checking what we got. Looks like we're good to go. Nice little safe entryway here. Where are the enemies? There's a Styrion. Does somebody here have abjuration? He died quick, didn't he? We did have reduced hit dice, I guess, so that's only fair. Chain lightning. All right, this is going to be demons and dragons, I guess. Usually that's what this vault's like. No? Okay. I guess it's just big guys of all the elements. There's a dragon. Where are all the enemies? This is like the least enemy-filled Depths 1 I've ever seen. This looks like a good ring. Meh. It's not. That was it. How many enemies were there? Like 10-ish? Wild. What a map. Not a lot of big open spaces, just a few. And then like 10 enemies. That was so weird. We actually want more enemies, please, for the experience. Okay. This isn't immediately ringing any bells as far as a vault that I would recognize. Okay, multiple vampires that can paralyze me. That's a little scary. Okay, so we want to get Hellfire Mortar online better. It's at 21%-ish. So I'm looking at Forgecraft and Earth Magic because they're cheaper than Fire. And I'm thinking Forgecraft makes the most sense since we're still using... Oh, no, it doesn't. The +1 aptitude makes this much cheaper, and it's going to be cheaper for longer. So 15? And then are we trying to learn anything? I don't remember. Could do Bombard. That'll be online with Earth Magic coming up. And then go into Servitor, which Forgecraft also helps. Though I don't need more Forgecraft. Probably it's just learn Conjurations if I want that. I don't know that we need Servitor, really. Oh, Jormongo. I was like, what is on the screen? I don't see anything else. Just a bunch of trolls and something shooting arrows over here. Some S branch type stuff that just insta dies. These tight corridor maps, kind of annoying with summons. I mean, we can chew our way through, but it just takes so long. Cool sling there if we needed a ranged weapon. Of course, we've seen all sorts of arbalists and so on and so forth, haven't we? That's annoying. All my stuff is dodging the attacks. Can we do better, guys? What's going on here? I'd just like to heal, please. Wait, they just keep coming. Okay. Oh, he got murdered. They can be rough if you let them summon too long, so I'm always cautious around the vampire mages. Buckler of Reflection over there, that's not too much of a problem at all. Hello. So Jobo. Um let's see. Yeah, has smite targeted damage. Lots of lightning damage. Wind Blast. So I can't perform all of those, but I could try. It can airstrike, it can abjure, can summon me some things, do lightning bolt. So I could try Marionette. Here's a question. Is Marionette smite targeted? It really ought to be. It is. So when I target, it says repelling missile, 3 of 5 spells usable. Let's try it just for fun. Okay. So some stuff certainly died there. Let's have a look. That's the first time I've ever used that. So Jobo waves her feathered arms in wide circles, and so she does the smite targeted air spell, airstrike, some other spell, lightning bolts hit. So she kills the Tengu. At some point, she's summoned for me as well, these air dudes. So that's cool. And then what is this effect on her? Missing a shadow. Okay, so I can't just repeat it every turn. So that's interesting. I can Yara's though. And now she's asleep, which seems quite good. And dead. Yeah, I mean, when she's asleep and surrounded by such heavy hitting melee dudes, not much is going to stand up to that for very long. Folsom Fusillade, if I wanted it. I don't think I do. I'm still in that position of not having any spells castable. Oh, that's not true anymore. With Enkindle is what I was going to say, but I do have Hellfire Mortar, which is castable with Enkindle, which is pretty cool. Oh, Granny Wiglif's Humble Haberdashery. So this is our unique Wiglif who throws the Hellfire Mortars at us. This is his grandma's shop. Isn't that cute? So we have currently a +3 int helm, I think. We could get a +6 here, but it's going to be less armor. Yeah, armor would decrease by 3 down to 12.9, which is really bad to get a few extra armor. Nah, I don't think so. This is nice. Oh, the AC decreases on this too. What am I wearing? Why is my helmet so good? It's just a regular +2 of intelligence. Huh, okay, well, whatever. Wow. I came around the corner and I get cast into the abyss. Fantastic. We're on Abyss 3. I'm flying. Let's see. I mean, I'm not against going for the ruin here. Certainly strong enough. We're not going to dive levels though, on purpose. So I guess we'll just kill things as we see it, because I can kill things pretty quickly, and that can generate an exit for me. Otherwise, I think we're just waiting to get pulled into an area where the ruin is. Can you stop doing that, please? Thanks. Oh, hello. I didn't even see you there. Just randomly spawned on top of that. What's this guy do? Distortion. Okay. Kind of whatever. Go away, please. What do we have on the screen? A hellhound. Oh, chaos guy up there. Let's see. Hellfire Mortar can't cut through here, so I'm kind of standing in a bad area. We'll cast that. Okay, Earth Magic to 15. Hellfire Mortar's at 13%. I think I want more mana. I only have 34 mana. So we're going to take spellcasting 20. Weeping Skull. Okay, I got pulled away. No, I didn't. The Abyssal Ruin just happened to show up. Oh, that's lame. I cast my Hellfire Mortar right through here, and it instantly got teleported away. Or whatever. Ooh, the Flaying Ghost is not good. Hellfire Mortar, maybe? We'll just follow it. Oh, I got moved again? What happened? Yeah, I got moved. Okay, that's all right. Just up here somewhere. There's a Zyme. All right, it's right in here. There it is. I can see it, but I cannot reach it. I think I'm Brilliance here. How many Brilliance do I have? 7? Seems fine. Is that the way in right there? Probably. Um, what do I like here? I'm thinking this is going to be open. Oh no, there's a doorway here, so I might have to go down to the bottom. Does mapping work here? It does not. Okay. Okay. What's your melee? 15? What's this guy do? 16. But they expand or whatever. So do that, and then hopefully we can kill some stuff here. I'm losing health. because of this guy, Brain Bite, I guess. And I'm losing mana as well. I hate to Ambrosia in this situation. I've only got 2 of magic. How about invisibility? I should have checked first if he can see invisible. He can. That is annoying. I have lots of curing. I'm going to start drinking curing. What the hell is doing damage to me? The star-crossed this guy. It's shrieking in my mind. Uh-huh. You don't say. All right. Will Ambrosia, standing around the corner like this with my allies. No, so I've got to go down to the bottom at the very least. Okay. How scary is this guy to me as an undead? Can see invisible. Those don't affect me. So I don't want to be in melee with him, but otherwise, not a big deal, I think. I'd like him dead, though, all the same. Oh, there's the solution. Forest, and then delete my trees? No. Did that fail? There we go. And now, if I can just get in there, I've got a blinking scroll. um, let me see what fear. I'll get gravitambrines as well. Take this nice and slow here. Primordial Nightfall? Interesting thought. What is the chance on that? 38%. I wish that was better because I could at least slip out of there after I grab it. Um, hmm. Problem being here that my dudes can't fly except for the Sphinxes. Only I can. So let's queue up the Fear Scroll. What's my chance? It only affects this guy, but a pretty high chance. World binders are scary. These guys drain me or something. I'm going to pop a haste potion. Somewhere there was an exit spawned. Right on top of me? Where is it? I don't see it. I'm going to assume it's right on top of me. I don't want to leave yet. I would like these guys dead. These 3, and then this one in that order. Can we get that? Can we make that happen? I'm going to drink a curing while I wait. Step up. So I could do something like that, which is AoE, or I could do 1 of light to blind, seems really good. I do have haste, so we're going to step in. And step. And then we're going to cast Sphinx Sisters inside. Step, step. Okay. Now there's our exit, right back where I was. So, Hellfire Mortar, about like that. What do we have here? Spear of Venom, picked up a couple javelins. Oh, super lame. Look at that. Okay, how about Wand of Flame? Nope, that did not work. And we're out. Okay, now, this jerk, he's down at 10% banishment. Is that right? He hit me on the first try with 10% banishment? I mean, obviously possible, but pretty lame, I have to say. I do have enough mana now to cast Hellfire Mortar right at his face. So let's do that. And then heal up. Okay, so there's our third ruin. How about that? Fantastic. Not in the plans, but that means we don't have to do slime. So that's cool. Didn't use a blink scroll, and there's my Wand of Light charges back. What else do we use? Ambrosia, couple curings. Pretty cheap third ruin, actually. Hellion, kind of annoying, but at least he didn't get any damage out. Josephina surrounded by her ice dudes. Oof, corroded. There we go. Easy. Josephina and her friends do not like Hellfire Mortar, that's for sure. What'd she give me? Bunch of nothing. Okay, that's steps 2. Oof. All these guys up here. I did summon forest, but all these guys over here do fire, which can burn my forest down. I'm just going to step back. I don't want to be petrified by that spell book very much. That would not be fun. Cool. Um, that's a lot of shock wasps. Not a fan. Wow, it took a long time to chew through them. Okay. Oh, what a terrible miscast that was. Jam-packed vault here that we're getting into. That got my HP down a little bit. Nothing to be worried about, though. Okay, buffs on whatever was left. Ah, fragile. Fantastic. I hate those glass eyes. The fact that that's smite targeted is so annoying. I guess my Yaras is smite targeted too, to be fair. This is a bit of a tedious way to fight. Okay, hello. Summon all the things, get the forest going. That's what I should have had doing, so at least I could hit the back line a little bit. Ooh boy. Okay, almost done with these guys. They're killing my dudes. I'll get out of there, forest. What are you doing? Oh, terrible time for shock wasps to show up. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and curing, not curing, ambrosia here. Okay, and then forest again. Wow, more of these dudes, these caustic shrieks. I think I already killed 4 of them or so, and there's 2 more. Wow. Oh, shoot. Oh boy, I messed up. Um, it's this guy doing all that damage to me. And then Thunderhawk, I think, hitting me with lightning. So I should be good this turn. This guy would have to grasping roots to be able to do any of this stuff. He can dispel undead when he's close, but that's only range of 1, so that's not what's hitting me. It's him locking me down and then using the siphon essence. So I have time here to heal wounds. And then I really need to get this online. Right now, I'm doing it right now, putting invocations up to 12. We're going to get that online because I could just shut it down right now if I had that online, but I'm not risking it. Definitely not risking it at 30 some percent. So now, curing, because I was worried about the Titan doing about 60 damage. So we're above that now. So now just this guy. We just got to make sure that he doesn't root us, because when we're rooted, he can do a torment type effect. We also can't let him get any closer than this. Okay, he's dead. So that was pretty sketchy. I wasn't actually at risk of dying there, I don't think. Um, there might have been one turn where the Titan had me within kill range, but then as soon as I heal potted up, we were good. But if I hadn't noticed that Shambler in the back, that would have been trouble. We got our heal wounds back. That was the final vault. The Consecrated Labrys. We can use that, but we are not going to because we have a cool weapon already. One of the things that we have here on the Revenant is the low mana mutation. And I think I'm feeling it. Definitely feeling it. Even with mana regen, right? Mana regen and level 20 spell casting. I'm still feeling that. It's down to 30%. Sentinel's Mark, you say. Kind of in an awkward position here. I mean, I do have most of the floor carved out, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Another Malevolent Force. Marked again. Okay. Well, now I care even less, I think. These guys are great for Yaras. What do you got? Plasma Beam, Bombard, Servitor. Seems like a good target for Marionette, doesn't it? 3 out of 3 usable spells? Yeah, do that for me, please. Can't Forest. Ha, nice. Yara's so good. Okay, Orb of Channel with some willpower on it and a Hex's empowerment. Not giving up a shield for that at this point in the game. I think that goes without saying. Another Wizardry Ring. I don't think we want that for any reason. What are we doing? Willpower. Yeah, I'm okay with my willpower where it's at. Bookshop. The Grand Grimoire. We already have what we want out of that. There's Maxwell's again, just teasing me. Annihilations. And Book of the Moon, we already have everything out of that we need to. So let's see. I have 10 spell levels. Do we get Bombard, maybe? And then look at Servitor? I do like the idea of having a direct damage spell. Like Bombard. I really could still see going for MCC. I think we can probably get it online with Zot. But it's kind of overkill as well. So we're going to get Bombard. And then I need 3 more spell levels for Servitor. A bit of Conjurations would get me there on getting it castable. You go up to like 7. This is down at 19%. So probably don't need to go to 12 on invocations. Let's try 11. Miscasting Yaras, really? At 1%? Come on, game. So just thinking now about the usefulness of Dith. And we would have used Primordial Nightfall and Abyss, I think. And I could have used it in that last fight that was a bit sketchy. And so I think it argues for going to like 10, 11 invocations early with Dith. Just to have everything online, because when you want to use those things, they would be useful, especially that last spell. Marionette has seemed like, I don't know, a gimmick, I guess. It didn't really, I mean, it was kind of flashy with Sojobo killing things for me and summoning, but it wasn't necessary by any means. Just keep summoning, just keep summoning. Let's see, how many revelations do I have? 6, and I'm on depths 4. Let's go ahead and use one. Then I'll have 5 left over for Zot. Go ahead and make the walls trees. Seems good. I love how the walls being trees is useful, really, the whole game. You know, as a summoner in particular, you end up in these spots where, oh, I got paralyzed by something. It's the invisible thing standing right beside me that I can't see. Like the summoner finds himself in situations like these tight hallways where summoning is much less good than it would otherwise be. And turning the walls into trees kind of solves that problem because now the walls are your allies. And I think that works pretty well right through the game. Still working on invocations and conjurations. Okay. Sometimes the right walls don't turn into trees, unfortunately. But you win some, you lose some. Dude, I have so much money. I have almost 5,000 gold. What do I even want to spend it on? I don't have anything. Yells. Like, could have done more dodging. I do have pretty low dodging, to be fair. I didn't train that all game long. Which makes me think, why don't we just train dodging up to like 6? Should be pretty easy in the end game. I never trained stealth either because we have Dith. Seems fine. I also usually train fighting a little higher, but Servitor's at 50. You know, I don't really need Servitor. I don't need more summons in the slightest. I'm going to go dodging and then I'm going to go fighting. In fact, I'm just going to turn them both on because I'm not in a rush for either. And this should at least be 19, probably. More HP is kind of what I need. More HP and more MP are the big ones. And I should probably be doing a lot more of this, just throwing the mortar out there. Because even still, it is my best spell. No question about it. Okay, angel in there, looks like. Sure enough. Can smite me. Seems fine. Might just send my mortar in there at him. Have some of that. Okay, we've got the Draconian Castle. Usually I like to go around the outside first. So I don't get flanked once I get inside. Wormhole, hello. Ooh, he chunked me. Gee whiz. 3d25. He must have just about max rolled there. Okay. Okay, I got the tele debuff. So we're just going to read the teleport scroll, cancel it. Would somebody kill him, please? Thank you. Dodging is already added 1 DV. Very worth. Okay, we'll make our way into the heart of the beast. Boy, did I just miscast a whole bunch of stuff? Okay, we got teleporters. And we're low on mana. They're coming from behind. Okay. So there's Zot. We'll go ahead and clear this out, though, all the same. Don't need to get jumped trying to retreat back out of Zot or something. Ouch. Those darn purple ones, they hurt. Miscast again? Oof. That's the Quicksilver Dragon hitting me with that. Okay, now I gotta check his damage. 60. Ridiculous. Wow. Would you please kill this guy? What the hell? We're at a 202 max HP, which is just fine, especially on a summoner. And still, the purple guys and the Quicksilvers are hitting us that hard. Just goes to show you how strong they are. Okay, Zot 4. So I am level 23. We're just going to go win, I think. We're going to hit 24 just by diving. 204 max HP. 11% on Nightfall. I could really see using Nightfall on the Orb Run, so we're going to take that up to 12. Keep fighting going up. And other than that, I'm happy. It'd be nice if this was a little lower, but I'm not going to. It's not a priority, I don't think. I could run back to work and grab this, but I think I'm going to not. I think I'm going to be lazy. I've got 1 brilliance there, but I already have 7. I have 4 hastes. Can you believe I found a single blinking scroll this entire game? Just one. That's kind of crazy. So I've got my extra fire resistance if I need it. I've got see invisible if I need it. And actually, is this better than the willpower ring, just straight up? Maybe. I don't need that. What do I need willpower for in Zot? Like, there's some liches that can paralyze, but they're kind of rare. I feel like the see invis is a much bigger deal. And you might as well get the int. -4 dex. Let's look at our EV as 10, shield is 13. Let's see what happens. So I lost 1 EV, which I gained by leveling dodging to 6. You know, this is probably fine. What's my spell rate at? So I gained 3% here on Hellfire Mortar, and these are better, and everything will have a little more spell power. I think it's the way. See Invis is just really good in Zot in particular. All right, back at it now. Planning to dive Zot. And we only have 1 blink scroll, but we have a bunch of other scrolls. We have a bunch of summons. Everything's very much online. We have our memories full. Ready to pop those if need be. Well, we only have one scroll blinking. We do have some butterflies, fears, all the revelations we need. And we have 4 haste, 7 brilliance, 5 healing, 12 cure wounds. Only 2 magics, but lots of ambrosia. Resistance if we need it. Only 1 willpower, which is notable. There are places I can get willpower, but I'd rather not. We could if we drop C and Viz, we can put protection from fire on. But I'm more likely to just drink my resistance potions, I think. We've also got Nightfall, basically online, Shadow Slip. We could get Invoke Invisibility a little more online as well. So currently training Invocations. I think we're going to take evocations up to like 7, which should help with invisibility. And both of those should come online pretty quickly with this level of experience. So in we go, starting right next to a monstrosity here, which is not great, but it's fine. We have better summons. So Revelation shows us 1 stairwell close to us to the north. Hopefully that's a good one. This is a really tight spot here to get through. I'm just going to send Hellfire Mortar through it, I think. Let's see, what else do we have? Obviously, we have Yara's to unsummon his summons. We do have Mephitic Cloud. Poison is pretty decent against Draconians. We've got Forest as well. I don't think I can cast it here. So I'll unsummon that just to get some more damage on him. Wow, so many monstrosities. Sphinxes are quite strong against them, though. We'll just make sure this area here is cleared. Pretty good. Good enough. Go down and read Revelation again. Right next to another upstair, a downstair. Looks like this is a pretty sheltered downstair, probably, with an upstair right next to it, so that's possible. Kind of in a central location here, but there's a lot of walls, so we're unlikely to pull too many things. Why didn't I pick that up? Okay, seems fine. We'll just check around the corner here real quick. Okay, Lightning Golem is a bit of a worry. The smoke is annoying as well. Try to get all these guys dead before we fight the Lightning Golem, if possible. Okay, Lightning Golem down. Send the Sphinx Sisters at this guy. No trouble. Just try to get away from him. Okay, that's good. So he won't be coming around the corner to snipe us now. This looks good. Going down. Let's just have a look. 8% now here, 11% there. So we're moving. Oh, we're still training fighting, actually, too. It's over at, we're going to end it at 17 so that we can get these online. Go something like that, and then just try to fill the map. Let's get Revelation so we can see what the surroundings look like. This is the open one of the open patterns, sort of. Not too bad, I guess. We'll be going for this stairwell, I think. All three of them are right here. Now we'll send it down that way. See if we can get anything done with forest. I wish I could do Yara's. What I could do, this seems good, against a black and a purple Draconian. Go ahead and blind them. And then we can do this. I think we'll drink a curing here, just to be on the safe side. Okay, we're going to reset, heal up, go back down. There's Maxwell's. I saw 3 of this exact same book, Codex of Conductivity, in this game, at least. 3 that I can think of. Still sitting at over 5,000 gold. What a game. Like, not a lot to spend it on at the same time, right? Okay. Kind of a small map here, so expect high density. Cancellation pot is huge, because I think we only had 1, maybe 2. What's this? Scale mail of happy babbling. That's what my 1-year-old does. Whoops, still using Wand of Light. Don't want to be doing that. I want Hellfire Mortar, and I want to shoot it straight through this wall. Can I not do that? Really? I can't shoot it through this wall? Since when? Oh! Damn it. I was still using Wand of Light. Uh-huh. Got it. Real pro plays here. How do we feel? Moderately safe? Yeah, moderately safe. Zot 5. So we've got this. There'll probably be a bunch of enemies here, which is nice because that means they're not somewhere else. So we will exclude this. And I don't, yeah, we won't open that automatically. So go get them, boys. Forest. Here's where something like Ignition would be quite nice. Our Hellfire Mortar despawned. Put it out that way, maybe. Let's see. Probably just go more fighting. At this point, it kind of doesn't matter, but getting more max HP if we can would be good. So we'll just turn fighting on for the rest of the game. Ooh, something hit me kind of hard there. The yellow draconian, I guess. There's a black draconian coming as well. Those are a bit scary. Two black draconians and a yellow. Hit them all with roots, maybe. What's Mind Burst look like? Pretty high, pretty good. And then a white one down here. Let's just check real quick too. 6% on that, evoke invisibility 8. This is fine. Okay, just auto explore, clear out this area. Now the truth is that I'm a bit worried actually about traps. What are they called? The teleport trap type stuff. So it's kind of somewhere between, I don't want to explore too much, and I do want all this area to be explored in case I get teleported into it. I don't want a teleport trap to go off at the same time. There's safety in explored areas, I guess. Okay, so we got it done. Good enough anyway. And we're just going to do the Hellfire Mortar game plan here, like this. And so we can just shout into the void or use noise scrolls, which they're getting rid of in the new trunk, so won't be able to do this strategy anymore because of those tesseracts. But for the time being, this is a fantastic safety method for staying alive. And at the same time, not uncovering any more tiles, which means no more exploration traps while we're standing here, at least. So we're just going to try to pull as much as we can. Both the lungs are open, so that's pretty sweet. This side looks safer probably because the Zot trap's a little scary with that positioning here. Really though, both sides are pretty safe. I don't like this either, so maybe this is the way. I can cover this one up easily with Hellfire Mortar. So, okay. Should we noise again? Nothing came? Wow. I said there are a lot of enemies up here in this area, but like so many, right? Where are they? Okay, we'll just go this side. There's Orb of Fire. We'll just pull back and we're going to do the Hellfire Mortar trick, I think. Which is something like this. Okay, let's drink that resistance pot. This kind of isn't going great. He should be dying much faster. Paralyze at 50% is not fantastic either. Let's enlighten that. Okay, Orb Fire dead. Send it in. Back up, reset. He's invis. None of this stuff cares about that. Dead. Yeah, so paralyzed from the liches is our big worry. Teleport traps could hurt us. We only have 1 pip of fire resistance, so we got to keep an eye on that. I'm standing where I'm standing so that this alarm trap isn't on the screen. There's an orb of fire. So we're going to go brilliance and resistance. There's 2 orbs of fire now. So haste. Ooh, we just got hit hard. Probably by the black draconian, I suppose. Your magical effects are unraveling rather. Um, see, I could kind of pull them this way. And then Got fog. Yeah, I lost all my buffs because of not black. Black's lightning. Purples can do it. Can this purple do it? Yeah, Quicksilver Bolt. He hit me with that and I lost my buffs. Okay. Let's just drink invisible. Wow. I just got hit hard again. And now we've got a moth on the screen. So we are very much in the needing to get out phase. So I'm drinking heal first. Oh, blink surrounding. Jesus, I am in a bad position here. I think blink down here. I could also blink here, but boy, that's a risk. Okay. Paralyzer's blocked by the moth. What else can hit me? Basically nothing. Haste. Heal pot. So I got to worry about Orb of Fire hitting me right now. So heal pot. Butterflies. Is that the answer? Oh, I have minus F. Oh, Jesus. So actually, I'm no resistances to fire right now. Oh, so the answer is this, except I have no MP to do it. You've got to be kidding me. This is instant, but I can't cast this based on it. Okay. Enkindle. So I think that means my Hellfire Mortar has life leech. Is that correct? No. Spell clock attacks do. What's the range on these guys? 6, basically, for the bolt of fire. And it does more than enough to kill me. Even if I heal, probably. But that's a good start. Step behind. Heal again. Magic. Primordial Nightfall. Now, how long does this last? Okay, that's an amazing ability. Wow. Okay, folks, that was extremely sketchy. And now we have no blink scrolls. We do still have 6 pips of piety with Dith, and that skill was amazing. I would have and should have popped it sooner, I think. And if I do so, I expect that I can use it to cover for my lack of blinking scrolls, hopefully. I'm just wondering if I want to put this fire resist ring on instead of this. I lose C and Viz. I think the fire resistance is obviously more important, right? Castability of spells is still fine because I lost some intelligence from taking it off. Gained my dex back, so I got a little more defensive, but not much, not meaningfully. Okay, let's see if round 2 is a little bit better. There's an invisible guy down here, but all of these summons here can see invisible. Cool. Apparently it was a moth. So that's good. We're out of mana though. So we're retreating again. And back in. We'll just get the summon squad going for it. Let's see, I have 2 heal wounds still, 3 hastes. Let's do a brilliance. Should have done that earlier. I'm just going to back up a little more. Keep this going. Get him, boys. Yeah, it works a lot better when we have fire resistance. And only one of those on the screen at a time. We just got too deep all the way up here and kind of got cut off with only one blink scroll. That was a bit of a mistake in positioning. No question. There's the other one. And the Lich. Can I dispel that? No. Doesn't seem so. Pretty sure I killed it. Nope, didn't. There's the Orb of Fire. Get these guys up. They say he's dead. They are my See Invisible perk. One tile silence from the clown. There's a Lich. Got him. Silence is gone. No problem. Could have canceled pot on that if I needed to. We're going to grab this healing. Get centered again. Cover that up as soon as we see it. Cover that one up and block the pathway. Oh dear, I just let them step on it. Oh, and a miscast, so let's block that. D, H, step through. Just getting away from the Zot trap again. This is probably the most sloppy Zot 5 I've had in recent memory. But we're getting there, little by little. Let's see. So many Zot traps to worry about. Put that through over there. Step down. Oh, he stepped on it in the end. Okay, got there. Haste. I think haste is enough. Ooh, they're going to hit that alarm trap. Oh boy. Oh, now I can cover it up. Nice. Can I get off the screen before they set it off? Yes. Okay, we're out. Back to Zot 1. Sorry about the airplane noise there. Out of Zot. Let's get out to the dungeon now. Okay, this is super scary. How many times do we think I can cast Primordial Nightfall at this point? I wonder. At least more than once. Dispel Undead ranged. 4. I'm not quite within 4, but pretty darn close. So I can lock him down. No, I can't. He's over water. I can haste. Dig through the wall. What's this look like? It doesn't quite get through the wall. I can go down here. But if I do this, he's going to step here, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, so he can hit me. I could also do it towards him, do digging back through the wall. That could be the answer. I've only got 2 diggings. Seems like a good place to use one, though. Oh, it didn't push him back. And I miscast. Oh, this is just terrible. Just try to block his exit, I guess. Well, we got lucky there in terms of not getting hit with Dispel Undead. I'll take it. Sometimes in this game, you gotta have a little luck. Out to dungeon. Okay, this guy has Damnation. Hellion, same deal. And he hits us with it a couple times. So just do a couple curings on that. This guy isn't too much of a worry. He does have Iron Shot. Seriously. And he drained my mana as well. So we'll just wait a few turns. Okay, we're on D5. We're cruising. Cool, they killed that so fast. Wow, just miscast, miscast, miscast. D2. D1. We're just going to go right through the wall. Pop our haste. And we're out. Nice. There's the Revenant. First try, 1 and 1. Despite how sloppy that Zot 5 was, we did it. And first time with Dith. Pretty cool. If I had more experience with Dith, it would have been even better, to be honest with you, because I would have had Primordial Nightfall on earlier and used it more often. I couldn't think of 3 more times in that game that I should have used it. 1 more time in Zot 5, obviously. We just about ripped in Zot 5. And having Dith online, having the mana available and using it earlier would have completely negated that risk because there's plenty of turns to escape with it on. So now I know that, right? Next time, this is going to be much stronger for us, I think. And given how strong that panic button is, I've got to rate Dith really high. You know, I knew it was good going into it, but I think it's really, really good and actually probably better on when your character isn't as strong as this one was, right? Because we were a very strong summoner relatively early on. And so didn't really need the Dith shadow stuff. Like it was fun, definitely. And it was useful, sure. But it wasn't carrying us by any means. And it was just kind of pretty good. And then the activated abilities are kind of, I think, for other classes probably. The first two anyway. Because if you have summons, then you kind of don't need those middle abilities. And this Shadow Slip isn't up and available when you need it, seemed like to me. But the Primordial Nightfall is good for everybody. And so getting that online with like 11 or 12 invocations seems really good. So I'll be doing that in the future. Yeah, I'll take Dith again. And I'll play Revenant again. That was fun. I enjoyed it. The Spell Call in the early game, really good. And just having that plus Dith had all the like auto triggers on attacks and spells was pretty cool. It was a unique build. I've never done something quite like that. The closest I've got to it is using Battlesphere. And it kind of felt like that. And so if I had Battlesphere 2, we'd had like 3 different triggers going off every 1 mana that we spent, which is bonkers good, right? The mana efficiency on that is just incredible. So there's a cool build there to be had. And we almost had the full kit. You know, we had 2 out of 3 of those options. So it's pretty fun. Pretty good. Next game we'll be on to something else. Not sure what it is yet, but I don't know. Maybe we'll try the cat. Been a while. Maybe we'll try Oni's build. So I hope you'll join me for the next series. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you then. Good luck out there.